Once you grasp this truth that I'm about to tell you, it'll set you free from religion. It'll set you free from parents and moms and family and governments and police, everybody. It'll set you free. And it's simply this. You are divine. God has exploded in a Crab Nebulae explosion, and he has come and manifested himself as billions of people. And you're one of you, and so am I. When I look at you, I see God. When you look at me, you see God. That's why God's name is I am. I am God. It doesn't mean that me, God. It means I am. When you say I am God, you have to say, what is God's name? I am. What? I am God. Oh my God, then all people, Christians run around, oh, I told you they think they're God. I don't think anything on the side. No, Jesus Christ said, the scripture says you are God, and the scripture cannot be broken. So he said it.
Yeah, like I'm not third album.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I will be discussing the Scorpio full moon happening on April 23rd, which is this Tuesday. I just posted horoscopes on my IG page, so you might want to check that out. And it'll be at 4 degrees. This will affect Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio the most. But wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, you will experience this full moon. I do feel like this full moon is like a continuation of the April 8th eclipse, because the ancient ruler of Scorpio is Mars. And I think it's going to intensify things a little bit, because it's going to be a T square to Pluto, which is Scorpio's modern ruler. And Pluto and Scorpio in general intensifies everything. It kind of breaks things down so that you can rebuild it back up. So you can look at this as an ending. Full moons are endings, so that you can bring up deep-rooted things to come out in a way that allows you to clear the air, even though probably not going to be a pretty sight. It's Pluto after all, and Mars. Because Mars is still in Pisces, I do feel like it's still a lot of internal stuff. Full moons can be internal stuff. Moon energy in general can be internal stuff. 4 degrees is a Cancer degree. That's internal stuff emotionally. And Scorpio can be internal, if I didn't say that already. And so there's a deep emotional internal cleansing going on here, a spiritual cleansing going on here. And with Pluto and Aquarius, it's how we feel, our beliefs, ideologies, and connection that we have to society. Aquarius rules our societal norms, our friends, and how we're influenced by those things. And with Scorpio, it can be, how are you intertwined into drama, unnecessary drama, because of the people you're connected to? What emotions and feelings are you picking up from other people that you're connected to, and releasing and detaching from that? And so a lot of detoxing and cleansing can be done during this full moon. And unfortunately, again, because Pluto's in Aquarius, it's definitely going to be about societal norms, social culture, how we gather with others and groups, our thoughts about that, our feelings about that, how we feel when we interact on the internet and all the apps and on social media in general. This could challenge us to want to get out more in public and not be subjected to social media. Is it causing sickness? Are you taking care of yourself if you're spending a lot of time on social media or around any kind of technology? You could be taking a break from technology, social media by getting out and doing stuff more out on the grounds, feet on the ground, and more person to person interaction as opposed to through social media. Um, this could also be, social culture. I mean, we see again, I talked about this in the last video, what's going on with the rap culture right now and how they're kind of battling between the idea of what hip hop is, even though we're talking about battle rap, those are two separate things. And so there's like a lot of social norms that are being sold through propaganda with Mars and Pisces. Pisces is propaganda, commercials, television, movies. What do you learn from engaging with those things? How has it shaped your life and who you are and how you make decisions? And what kind of trauma has that caused as opposed to healing? And so, again, this is going to be about doing some meditation, yoga, past life regression, Reiki, healing through listening to meditative tunes and the sounding bowl, really breaking out of whatever trauma or you have going on within you. When I was originally writing everything for this, I really thought about how, um, if you ever watched Karate Kid, the one with Jaden Smith, when he was with Jackie Chan and they were working together to teach him how to pick up his coat. Because as the maintenance man, he had witnessed him throw his coat up on the thing after his mother had told him to pick up his coat, and he had like a little attitude, right? And he was like, making him do that repetitively over and over again until he got sick and tired of it. And that moment when he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not even learning anything. You're not even a real teacher. This is that moment. This Scorpio full moon is that moment. So what are you doing repetitively that is circling around, again, drama, unhealthy things that aren't good for you? What habits and things are you engaging in and connecting with that don't help you rise to the phoenix, get into that phoenix rising energy where you can stand your ground amongst chaos, or have that super see through you vision that Scorpio has when you meet people who aren't as healthy for you. And you're able to put a stop to it without it bothering you or causing you internal emotional conflicts, at least repetitively over and over again. In that way, on the lower expression, which is what the underworld is all about, where you repeat lessons over and over and over again without evolving. This is that moment, that you are sick and tired, you're fed up, you're done, you're not dealing with it anymore. It could cause mental health, nervous breakdowns, frustration, anger, outbursts, emotional outbursts, screaming, fighting, arguing. This could have to do with getting sick. That wakes you up in this way that causes you to realize what you're doing repetitively, you need to stop doing through sickness. It could be through prison. It could be through other people's experiences, things that are happening to other people. It could be through a friend, some kind of secret or something comes out about a friend who has done you wrong. You find out that they're jealous of you. That you've got some people who are considered very close and personal. We're talking about the moon here. This is home and family, your roots. Add a 4 degree, which doubles that energy. You can find out that you have alcoholism in your roots and your family. And maybe you didn't know. Maybe again, it was kept a secret. And now that you know that, you're determined now more than ever to stop drinking or indulging in addictive behaviors. You go to a treatment center and get help. You go to counseling and get help, and you get to the deep rooted issues, not surface level. The deep rooted emotional issues and the emotional responses that you have to things that you don't always see coming. They just, it could feel like bipolar. You like every time somebody does something, that one thing, what's that one thing that kind of gets you to the point where you start acting a damn fool? What is that? Go to counseling, do the deep internal work to get to the bottom, get to the root cause of what makes you react that way. What makes you tick? Why can't you gain finances? Why do you have bad spending habits? Why are you fearful of money? Why are you afraid of yourself and who you are and the capability of who you are? What are those things that will undoubtedly come up in very tumultuous, unforeseen ways through other people and other situations and your own actions during this time? They're going to kind of bubble up. And and though it might be bad and it might not be your prettiest moments, you are going to see it the way it is in that moment for real. Like, we all know at some degree that we're plagued by commercials and television and social norms. The education system, the way this whole entire world is set up. We know that we're plagued by that, but we can't put our finger on it enough to gain that aha moment to be like, oh shit, that's your last word is born. Like, I definitely do shit like that, to the point where we have people hating each other because of a social norm that was created to make you hate each other. Meaning it's not real, Mars and Pisces. It is a figment of your imagination. It is something that was sold to you to believe in, and break free from that. You get that aha moment to be able to be like, oh shit, like I knew that, but now I know that. And I don't like the way it looks. I'm going to change that today. I'm going to take a stand and take my power back. I'm going to do the necessary work that it takes to make sure that I don't respond to this information in that way again. I think this is going to be an extremely powerful full moon. You can be feeling this stuff now. It could be coming up. You could be feeling it a few days after. So pretty much all now until like the middle of next week. I really want to say all of next week, because the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction happens over the weekend. And that's stirring up drama, and Jupiter expands everything that it touches, and Uranus is in Aquarius, and Pluto having to do with this full moon is in Aquarius. I really do feel like it's getting ready to stir up some really big shit, in a way. So again, that you get that aha moment to make changes and rise like the phoenix. That's the bottom line of this entire video. But for keepsakes, 4 degrees is a Taurus degree, which rules the moon, and it's more emotional than normal because of the double influence of the water energy. 4 degrees rules home, family, emotions, homeland. We can definitely see some stuff coming out about America. Rest of it. This could be a prelude to what's to come for Cancer season. We can be doing a lot of reminiscing about the past and what's that bringing up for you. something to address. Again, your roots and ancestral line. What are you learning about that that's giving you that aha moment to say, oh my God, I wish I would have known that earlier. Like, I don't want to carry on that legacy in my family. I'm going to change that today. There could be a lot of crying, emotional releasing for sure. Um, Looking at photos again, reminiscing, nurturing, needing nurturing or working on nurturing others. This could definitely be about your children or your home. Do you clean often? Do you do the necessary things to keep a cleanly home? A spiritual home or whatever that feel is that you're trying to get out of your home. Declutter. This could also be mother's issues with your mother or women in general. Um, and full moons are a time to confront fears and desires that are hidden because it's in Scorpio. So these are definitely things that are deeply rooted. Again, we know they're there, but we're not aware. We're not conscious of it. This is going to help us get conscious. So we could even be having dreams with Mars and Pisces about what needs to change. These could be nightmares and signs, symbols, synchronicities that are trying to grab your attention to get you to make a change before something explodes. Or it can allude you to things that are actually going to explode. Um, um, and this is in order for us to gain personal growth and transformation. So we're confronting deep psychological conditioning, right? From the movies, the propaganda, the commercials, the social norms. These things cause fear to our personal power, and they don't really allow us to evolve in a way that is sustainable, right? For growth. Scorpio is a fixed water sign, so it's again emotional. It's ruled by Mars and Pluto. So this is intense passion, life and death, rebirth and transformation, purification. This could represent going into the depths of our feelings. It wants the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Having truthful conversations, again, whether this is with a counselor or through some kind of spiritual practice that helps you get to the truth, whatever it is, even if this is having honest, open conversations with friends, your groups, the people who are closely rooted to you, family, mothers, parents. Be rest assured these are going to be very intense conversations, but the truth needs to come out in order for us to see it again, to be able to bring it up in a way that is like, oh wow, I really, really do need to change that. This could be by way of you coming to a friend and complaining, and the friend, uh, unbeknownst to you, is tired of you coming to them and complaining, especially about the same shit over and over again. And the friend could say something that shocks you. One, like, oh shit, I didn't know you really felt that way about me. Or two, oh shit, she's actually really fucking right. Like, I never really thought about it that way. Or even how my drama is bringing you, um, dis-ease, and so, these can be shocking things that kind of come up in ways that, again, wake you up, right? You know, we can dig under the surface and get to the heart of our feelings. This is the strength to maintain power while going through difficult experiences. Remember, when Jackie Chan was training Jaden after he had got real mad, it was like, he shook him tight, you know, get get grounded, stand in your power. If I hit you or if I move towards you, pivot, don't fall, don't lean in, get firm in what it is you are trying to change about yourself. Um, I'm trying to think of other examples. I feel like Doctor Strange was another one when he, got to the point where nobody could fix his hands from being destroyed and he wanted them done so bad. But he wasn't ready mentally for what he was requesting from that higher spiritual guide. And she pushed him into Mars and Pisces, the fifth dimension, so that he could really see what he's asking for. Are you ready to go that deep? Can you see that far? Are you willing to see that far into your problems or what the signs, symbols, and synchronicities are showing you? Are you ready to go that deep into this journey of figuring out who you really are? Get firm and grounded in this process. I think this is going to be a really good feeling. We've had them all before, I'm sure. This is just another one of those things that we have to go through in order to change and evolve. You know, this is the strength to maintain your power while you're going through a difficult experience. This could be about our internal self and our outer selves. I think it's going to be both. This can be acknowledging how you feel when you're around other people. Um, I still can't get it out of my head when J. Cole apologized, the reasons why he said he apologized. He said the shit didn't feel right. He said it was messing with my soul. I couldn't sleep at night. You could be having feelings like this. Get to the root of the problem if you don't know what that is. Really ask yourself to start doing some free writing or again, go see somebody to figure out what that is so that you can stop doing it, address it, and heal from it. Um, are you absorbing too much of others' energy, especially that doesn't serve you? It's a good time to face things that are uncomfortable, deep emotional transformation around hidden, repressed feelings and information. I think the key word here is repressed. You are not going to see this coming. This is going to come up out of nowhere. Yo, no bullshit. And don't laugh at me, you guys. This is probably not the best um description of this right now, but I have to say this. When women get their monthly menstruation, they go through something emotionally and we never see it coming unless you track your menses, right? But I think I shared this story on here one time that I didn't really buy into it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that, a period could affect the way that your emotions and how you respond to things. I thought people was just making that up as a way to, crack jokes because women get a period every. Well, boy, did I have an eye-opening moment when I was an empty nester before I had my youngest son. My oldest was staying with his father. I was home alone living my best life, by the way. And it was like a few days before my period, and I was literally in my house out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from, arguing with myself. Meanwhile, I wasn't mad. I didn't have any problems with anybody. Like I was good. I was living by myself. and and I was going on this little rant, like I was talking to myself, but I was mad, like I was I was pissed off. And I caught myself like, what the hell are you arguing with yourself about? That was strange. Like it really came out of nowhere. And and whatever, it went by. At that time I wasn't nearly as spiritual or educated as I am today. It just something that happened and I had realized it in the moment, and I went to sleep, kept living my life. Next few days, woke up, had my period. I was like, oh, I wonder, like, really? It was an awakening moment. I never doubted it after that. I was like, that shit's real. It should be a mental health. It needs to be in the DSM for mental health. I don't care. I don't care. But anyways, I give that example just to say it's going to come up like that, like it's going to seemingly be out of nowhere. Like you could be in a good mood. You could be living your best life and out of nowhere you have an outburst. That's why I said bipolar. It can feel like, yo, do I really have bipolar? Like, where the fuck did that come from? Again, it could be that somebody does something that makes you that triggers you to react a certain way. So you have to be mindful of your surroundings and know yourself. But you know, it can seemingly be out of nowhere. Um, because Pluto's involved, secrets can come up and desires we're trying to understand more deeply. This can definitely be sex addiction or the lack of wanting sex. This could be about intimacy and wanting more connections, but you don't know enough to know that that's what you want. So in your relationships, you react a certain way when you don't get something that you want. But you have to be able to intellectualize that and give it to yourself first. You have to be able to give it to you first to hone that energy enough to know it, to explain it to somebody else. And these things could be coming up in such a way where it's going to cause some kind of outburst. And somebody might be tired of your shit because this probably isn't the first time that you've done it. And they leave you to sit there in your emotions thinking like, damn, what was that really all about? And figure it out. Um, it's hard to hide our emotions that we don't want others to know. That's going to be a big key. So we can confront them, clear the air and grow. Um, Unfortunately, we can see more of the darker sides of Scorpio that will come up, like control, jealousy, possessiveness, envy, hatred, backstabbing, a lot of dirty little secrets that might really be hurtful, so that we can learn how to better express these things. And then we'll have the sun oppose the moon. Anytime there's a full moon, the sun opposes the sun. And this is important because all the planets that will move into Taurus are representing something new coming around Taurus themes. And when we have that Taurus new moon, and obviously I'll talk more about it at that time, but rest assured to also be paying attention to your Taurus area of life, because this is also where you can gain some kind of leverage within these situations. So what is Taurus? It's your the place where you get your checks, your money, side hustles, savings, investments, values, your self-worth. This could also be some kind of creative talent that you had, using your voice, your beauty, your values, if I didn't say that already, purchasing something or investing in things that can gain income over time. Even if that's paintings or, you know, little trinkets or things that are worth something. The food that we eat. So this could definitely be about detoxing and changing your diet. And small, intimate gatherings of people, like-minded people, people on the same page, people who enjoy good food, and light, warm-hearted moments, the simple life, the simple things. Yeah. This could be about stability and gaining stability, even though there's a lot going on under the surface. This could be abundance, pleasure, growth, and life, literally. Pluto is about death. Taurus can be life, literally like growing something, growing plants, putting seeds in the dark in Pluto to grow. So maybe a year from now, you can reap the benefits of whatever this is. And it doesn't really necessarily have to be a year. It could be 6 months. I'm gonna go with the year just because I do think that this is heavily related to the eclipse. And so, what it is, what it is. This could be finances, resources, banking, taxes we owe, and what we own. And so look forward to building on those things. And then again, talking about the T-square, which is what I kind of broke down in the beginning, the moon opposite the sun square Pluto creates a T-square. So it kind of looks like this in the chart. You know, it'll look like this, but it's supposed to be a T-square. I don't know why they call it what they call it. They call it a T-square because if you draw a line down, it does that. But when you draw the lines to the planets, it looks like that. But so you want to look at your Taurus area of life, your Scorpio area of life, and your Aquarius area of life are going to be heavily affected at this time. Again, I did do horoscopes, so you can go check those out. But I would look at it if you're into that kind of stuff, if you have the ability to do your own research and look, manifest in your own words. You know your life better than I do. Take the opportunity to reflect on what this could be for you. This could push you into uncomfortable truths, things you are resisting and fighting against, internal battles. This can be things you have outgrown, like friendships, groups, and soul connections. On a global scale, this can be collective breakthroughs from some type of crisis that can lead to strong emotional reactions. Aquarius is the troublemaker, the conflict, the crisis, something unexpected causing this drama. Squares are drama, challenges that can arise to help us change. Again, Aquarius is collective transformation, societal breakthroughs, breaking out of old ways and habits of doing things in society. Asking ourselves who's in control, how am I giving my power away, embracing transformation, releasing old patterns we have to let go of in order to grow. I think this is going to be really kind of dope. You know, this is transforming the future. So because Pluto's in Aquarius and it's a longer transit, this is just, again, another evolutionary piece of Pluto being in Aquarius that we're going to see over time change and grow, you know. And it's not going to be easy because Pluto's still at 2 degrees and 2 degrees is a Taurus degree and it's a fixed energy. It doesn't want to change. So there's going to be a fight for this change. It is not going to be easy, you know, to cut drama and go through this change to grow. So we might realize we're holding on to something that isn't helping us. A mindset, again, psychological conditioning, societal norms, grudge, fear, pain, trauma, not wanting to let go of control or being possessive. It could be deeper than that, but I think, you know, overall, those are going to be a lot of the big players. But there are some opportunities for new things here once the smoke clears and for you to get into your true Zen master mode, you know, whatever that is for you. Stand still, peace, be still in a time of chaos. And whether you're able to do that now or, you know, that comes at a later time, just know that that's what this is all about. You're either going to be awakened to the fact that you're moving up to the next level of your mastery, or you're going to get awakened to the fact that you need to change to get to some sort of mastery. So everybody's going to be at different places and spaces with this stuff. You know, take it one day at a time, but don't run from it. It will intensify the more you fight it, and that can be uncomfortable. Yeah, just know that it's time to change, whether we like it or not. It's really not up to us. And be mindful, watch your six. As usual, fam, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.